Now, WAAY 31 Sports with Trevor Denton.
What's up, North Alabama? The Crimson Tide held a fan day at Bryant-Denny Stadium Sunday. The Alabama faithful got to watch the team practice, and then players and coaches signed autographs. Their Saturday, a much more intense day for the team as they scrimmaged for the first time this fall camp. Kalen DeBoer said they ran over 100 plays and that the offense was able to pick up some explosive gains. But he wants all of the quarterbacks to do a better job of throwing the ball away to preserve drives instead of taking sacks. Scrimmages like this, very important for the coaching staff as they evaluate how younger players perform in game-like situations.
We need all the reps. We have some veterans, there's no doubt about it, but we certainly have a lot of young guys that need to continue to develop and that are important. If they're not in the twos, or if they're not in the ones, they're definitely in the two rotation. So those reps are invaluable to those guys, not just for them, but also the trust that it takes as a whole unit. So I think that's the biggest thing, just because our youth is, just kind of there around different position groups.
In other Tide news, former long snapper Carson Tinker retires from the NFL. The Decatur native played 11 years in the league. He wraps up his football career with 3 national titles and 1 Super Bowl. Not too bad. Auburn also scrimmaged this weekend. Ahead of that, Hugh Freeze said he enjoys where his team is at right now, pointing to improvements in culture, accountability, and of course, overall talent. While he's pleased about the effort and physicality of fall camp so far, he doesn't want his players to go too far with a long season looming ahead.
It scares me to death, truthfully, because we need to stay healthy. We're not that deep at places, and so we've stressed that heavily the last 3 days of trying to practice cleaner.
Finding that balance is always a challenge in fall camp. Texas recently lost their star running back C.J. Baxter to a knee injury. Auburn and Alabama opened the season in just 20 days. Former Scottsboro and Auburn quarterback Bo Nix making his preseason debut for the Broncos. The 12th overall pick shining against the Colts as he completed 15 of 21 throws for 125 yards and a touchdown. That wraps up this week's SEC Report.